a whole new world view. He conceived a movement which he believed could change the world, to free the world from what he called the problem religion. The young man name was Karl Marx, the father of communism. And it all started the day he lost respect for his father. As fathers, the way we act, the way we carry ourselves in front of our children, what is with that thing? Is very important. We want our sons to be able to follow our footsteps. And that requires us to be godly men in order to put them and follow and have them follow you down the right path. How will you be remembered? By your character. A worker may come home, needs the fruit of his labor. He's fulfilled by providing for his family. He gives an honest day's work. For he knows what the Bible says. If a man will not work, neither shall he eat. And yet we need to be reminded to keep our family first. Consider very carefully the cost of climbing up the corporate ladder. I work with some people. I know some people. They live for work. That's their life. Even when they have children. I've seen our families tore apart because of the corporate ladder. Now, that's a high price to pay for money. To me, money is not worth that much. No, I've never seen anybody on their deathbed that says, I wish I would have spent more time working. Or I wish I would have made more money. Because when you're laying on that deathbed, none of that matters. You know what they're thinking? They're going, I wish I would have spent more time with my children and my family. Because now that relationship I could have built with my family, now I don't have time to do it. It's gone. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. We're not guaranteed 2 minutes from now. You can't put off spending time with your children. Because you may not get the time. You want to be a leader of your home? God wants you to. But you'll never be a man, but you'll need to be a man of character. A husband to a wife is like a wall is to a vine. For my wife, I'm to be her support, her strength, sometimes something solid, and something she can cling to. She's my best friend, and I hers. And understand that some families, they may not have a mother in the house. They may not have a father in the house. But however, like we got Mom here. And Scott, you got him into me. She's probably your best friend, right?
Yeah.
She better be. I'll take you out front.
You never had it. at that. So.
She's a good lady, I'm telling you. So if you are to be a wall to your wife, spiritually, emotionally, and physically, you want to be a leader of your family, which God wants you to be, but you'll need to be the wall for your wife or your mom. You need to be strength. I spent a long time getting to where I'm at with my family. It didn't happen overnight. It is, Shirley. When I came to God in 2000, it was years before I heard one of my kids praise me for what I've done and what I'm doing. Another beautiful picture is, let me tell you something interesting about olive plants. They grow very, very slow. I learned this yesterday. This is pretty cool. But if cultivated properly, they will yield fruit for up to 800 years. I didn't know there was a plant out there that could ever live more than a year. Of course, if I got hold of it, game over. But we want our children to be strong and stable, well-rooted and well-grounded. And like that olive plant, we need to water them, shower our children with time, and cultivate a relationship with them. Sometimes we need to do a little bit of pruning. Kind of quite often we got to do a little bit of pruning. Them teenage years, man.
Snip that.
Pray God, them tremors, man, during them teenage years, man. And we need to introduce them to the light of the Son of God, and protect him from the pests that are around and would like to eat them. We have a lot of pests in this world.
Yes.
Satan would love to come in each one of our houses and tear down our family and tear down our kids. Most of us, all we need to add is a spiritual miracle grow. That's what we need to feed in our house. Which is prayer. That's our power. So we've seen Dad's character, Dad's companionship, Dad's child rearing. And there's bound to be some guys, well, 2 sitting in here today, 3 sitting in here today, who are saying, I like to be that kind of dad, but I can't. I can't because of my dad, because I didn't have that kind of dad. Number one, I never could do nothing. Only you can break that circle.